Tanner, you were so excited about that dance. Tanner took complete control.
There's a whole part of the dance that Tanner does at the beginning that got cut. Like
Yeah.
there was more to that dance sequence.
I've danced for years, so it was nice to kind of like get back into that.
Cobra Kai is back for season 4, and you guys stepped up your fights even higher. Tanner, I feel like you've upped your gymnastics game this year.
just a bit, yeah.
He's just showing off his gymnastics game. He's always been mad talented. He just now he's just fully letting it happen. It's awesome.
For the ladies, I've got to tell you, the prom fight scene was by far my favorite scene that we have seen in this show. What was it like kicking butt in those gowns?
Awesome.
My favorite part was I think Peyton and I were comparing notes because we knew prom, and we were talking about prom, and then getting up to it, I feel like I kept going to Peyton and being like, "Fitted your dress? Did you discuss the fact that we're wearing heels?" I think he's adding tulle under mine, but I mean, so my dress was originally a full-length pink ball gown. I looked like a Barbie birthday cake. And so they kept shortening it. They're like, "In order to see your legs kicking, we need to go shorter. I was like, "How short are we going? How much can we get away with this thing?" And then Peyton's out there in a freaking swimsuit with a trail. It was incredible.
Yeah, and they gave me these huge heels to fight in, which was a first for sure. Yeah. Usually we're barefoot in the dojo, but they wanted the height difference between Tori and Sam to be just, massive. So I had these huge stilettos on. I'm like, what point in the fight can we get these off? Because this is insane. Kicking at Mary's head and that big of it, a spiky heel, just felt terrifying. And I was basically in a bathing suit and it was super low cut. So wardrobe, I'm just make sure that everything is secure and in, because this is a family show.
Well, Peyton and Tanner, what was more fun for you guys? The fight sequence at prom or the dance sequence? Because y'all got some moves.
I'm going to say dance sequence because I've danced for years. So it was nice to kind of get back into that and just perform a little bit. Also to the prom night fight, whole thing. It was a very long night. It was I can't say anything because I was in a suit and I had long johns on and all kinds of stuff. So it was very, very cold for me. So I can't imagine what it was like for them.
It was 30 degrees outside and the pool was heated at the beginning of the night, but not by the time we went into it. That was a rough one, but it was so worth it.
Tanner, you were so excited about that dance. Tanner took complete control. He went into choreographer mode, into planning mode. He has to give you full credit for that one.
There's a whole part of the dance that Tanner does at the beginning that got cut. There was more to that dance sequence. I have BTS footage because I was cheering them on the whole time. I was like, I know I shouldn't as Samantha, but as Mary, I love you guys. This is so cute.
No fighting until the tournament. We'll settle this on the mat.
I want to talk about the finale. It was so exciting as a female fan to see that epic girl versus girl showdown, seeing these amazing women finally come to a head in the All Valley tournament. Mary, what did that mean to you to see that you guys were going to be really the main event?
I cried. When we got the script initially, I'm going to get choked up now thinking about it. When I got the script initially, and there was a lot of debate, there were several different versions that I think they had full scripts. Usually there's a lot of different versions that when they're writing, they're well, it could go this way or it could go this way. But I think they had a legitimate full script of a version that did not end the way that this season does. And so the version that we got then, every one of the producers came up to me, and I'm sure you too, Peyton, going, "Did you see it? Did you see that you guys are the ones, you guys decide the fate of the valley?" And we had this just me and Peyton going into that fight felt so freaking cool. I felt like an absolute warrior. Also, Peyton and I have worked our butts off for 5 years now doing stunts that we've worked to get to have this kind of payoff. It was incredible to get to stand on that stage and we had the actual audience in the audience and we walked up there and we got to be announced as and the bonsai badass. It was so freaking cool. I was shaking. I had the craziest adrenaline rush. It was Anyway, I could talk all day. It was the coolest moment.
Peyton, how does that make you feel, though, knowing that we saw Tori win, but it seems like her victory was bought and paid for? What was your reaction to that?
I think there's a lot of moments. My jaw just dropped when I read that. I mean, that was pretty crushing. Just feel like this character, that's the one thing, the whole season, I'm just this is the one thing I'll prove to myself, my worth if I win the All Valley, or, this will finally be the one thing I have ownership of. I don't really have anything going for me except this one thing. And then that one thing is taken from her. So that was pretty heartbreaking.
Tanner, seeing the showdown between Robbie and former Hawk was really intense. What was your reaction though when you found out that Robbie was not able to cinch the win? That broke my heart.
Going into the season, I was like, Robbie's got to win. Robbie's got to win. He's been beat down every single season, and this is going to be his one thing. And then I kept talking to the writers, and like Mary said, I think there was multiple endings, and they decided on that ending, and I got it. I was definitely reading. I was like, and no, he loses. Okay, well, great. This is okay. This is fine. I'm okay. But everything happens for a reason. And ultimately, by the time I got through that and then got to the very ending scene with me and Johnny, it was actually for me a way bigger payoff. And was super happy that the whole relationship between him and Johnny seemed to kind of be going in the direction of being an actual father and son. So that it was much bigger payoff. So I ultimately, at first I was like, why is he not winning? But it was nice. It happened the way it needed to.